10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Struggle Session Podcast. I am your host, Otaku, and of course I have
K1
YVE squared.
and Otaku. Well, Thursday is New Year's Eve, so that is today's topic. We're just gonna do a little wrap up of 2020 and see where that takes us. So, Happy New Year's.
NXL faithful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're gonna just briefly go through 2020 as fun as we can and have a little bit of New Year's stories. So, we're gonna hit off with the worst of 2020. Alright, it can happen to you or just the world.
Well,
Wow.
I guess I'll just have to say it. Coronavirus. If anything, delayed, canceled, literally held up and caused the most devastation of this year, COVID-19. And, we can't blame the virus because it's a virus. We can literally thank our dear government for just fucking over how to do it.
So, with the coronavirus, which started up in the beginning of the year, but didn't really affect us until March.
Yep.
So, I'm going to go back through the months because so January, we almost had a World War III.
Yep.
That was some fucked up shit.
Out of 2 days out of that whole year. Just the first 2 days of that year.
And then forest fires.
In Australia.
Yep.
In California.
Okay, later.
Majorly in California. And majorly in Australia, too.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, what the fuck? And that is just not even the tip of the iceberg. That's just level 0 right there.
It was the pre-show before the main event.
Hell yeah, dude. February, I got to do Katsucon.
Mm-hmm.
The scare wasn't that much, but, it was getting there.
The only event we actually got to go to before March. And as soon as March hit, everybody lost something. Like, that's when the cases spiked. People began, literally dying in droves. Everything started getting canceled. Everything started closing down. People lost their jobs. So the epicenter of despair was definitely in March.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Can I add in something that I want to jump back to January? And
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, and I'd like to say rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, true.
Was that January?
I thought that was February.
Well, it's,
It's like late January, isn't it?
Kobe died in January 26th of this year.
Okay, so it was literally right on the edge between January and February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which-
Yeah, so rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, and his daughter, and the other people who were on that helicopter, sadly.
Yeah, it's so weird that, this was not a COVID-related death.
I honestly can't lie. When I heard about it, and it was from TMZ, I literally didn't believe it. I thought they were just trying to spice up something to get some views, so I didn't believe it.
Oh,
at
another
first.
death hoax. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a death hoax. Then they actually came out and said his daughter died with him, and then they said, yeah, we can confirm Kobe Bryant is dead. I'm like, oh, shit. That was oof.
Yeah. Going from March, one of the worst things happening for me is I lost a good friend in late March, that literally hit me the weirdest way because I was at work, so I kind of was browsing through Facebook, and I just see one of my other friends just go, "Yo, rest in peace, man. You're a good man." I go, "Wait, no. This has to be a joke." And my dear friend has died. And we couldn't even do a funeral because of lockdown. We didn't get a chance to go to his grave till September, right before his birthday.
Jeez. Rest in peace to that good friend of yours.
Yeah, it hit me, it hit King, it hit Lorenzo, but Lorenzo took it the worst. And, out of the friends group, his fiance took it the worst. But out of our friends group of Need Extra Life, or just in Nina's life, King and Lorenzo, but Lorenzo got hit the worst, and it was hard to see. I see this man. I see Lorenzo as a strong man. Emotionally, you know, and all that. But just seeing him cry hit me hard too, and just knowing that my friend is gone is it's not what I want the New Year to become, and it still hurts me. It's hard to still process that he's not in this world. I really expect him, like, if we didn't have COVID, I would expect him, oh, hey, I'll see him at, one of our usual parties, and, but I'm not going to get that chance. Last time I saw this man was probably, like, 2019, like, before Chris, like, I think this was before August. Like, I haven't seen this man, but, like, I know he was doing good. But, it sucks to lose someone that's close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, mainly, like I will say, March through April were okay. I didn't lose anybody. Nobody I know got sick. However, when May came in, that was a low point, sadly, because COVID had literally been in full bloom, and then came up the thing of we need to replace people. So by that time, we were really low at my job, but they actually continued. Like these people, my former vice president and president of my job, actually took money out of their own accounts to continue to pay multiple loads of us to keep us on the payroll and work. And I got to do a few other minor jobs from what I was. I usually just do finances, but I actually got to get on a roof and change shingles and change siding and actually do the hands-on. And I will literally say this to everybody: you treat people who do your home improvements with respect, because I'll tell you, you do one day in their shoes, and oh my God, it'll change you. I will tell you, my feet were literally like a state of blisters after getting on a roof for just one day for 5 to 8 hours on a roof. Oh man, that changes you. That changes you. But 100%, I like to give a shout out to those people, and they literally kept us as long as they could. But at least when they let me go, they were respectable about it. They didn't just say, "Oh, like freaking Hobby Lobby, oh, we're letting you go. Don't worry, we'll pray for you." Which on its face, fuck Hobby Lobby. And then right when they pulled me in, they were like, "Listen, we don't want to let you go, but however, sadly, because of COVID, we have to cut and choose some things. And sadly, we have to do your jobs because we can do your job, but, so we got to give you an ultimatum. You can continue working for us, and then we have to let you go out of nowhere. We have no guarantee on when that be. Or you take 2 weeks of guaranteed pay, and you have to go find another job." And they both brought me into their office and looked me dead in the eye. So they at least had that respect. And I took the 2 weeks guaranteed pay and left. But also they wrote me a phenomenal review. So much so when I went to go live for my job I currently have, it literally was an 8-minute interview, and they said, "Yeah, you have this phenomenal resume, and they wrote a phenomenal review about you. We want you. We're hired." So, I was lucky enough to be one of those people to actually get a job really good. Unlike some people who are still struggling to get a job. So I am grateful to that company for doing everything in their power to help me out. Like, they were the real MVPs of this year.
Mid-March, I was furloughed. Though, see, like, it put me into only, like, a slight state of worry because, like, I thought, oh, it's going to be me this time who ends up losing a job. But, I was still paying for a little bit of that time, and I took unemployment. But there was that, I still managed to keep myself busy while I was at home. And then, let me see. Then we returned in early May, at first like with a limited staff, and then hang on. All right, so we returned in early May with a limited staff, and like we had hazard pay and all. It was good and stuff, but I guess like uh, the the only things like in significance that happened that affected me was that at one point my mom was furloughed, but she got her job back. But later down the year, a friend of mine I known in high school had passed away, and
Oh
that
yeah. Oh dude, that.
yeah, that was totally unexpected.
Did we find out what was the cause or?
It was a heart attack.
Ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
My man was so young too.
Yeah.
How old was he?
About our age.
Our age. Like
Oh.
I think he graduated the same year.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he was still young.
Dude, this dude was chill.
Yeah.
He worked with R.
I think I might know who it is. If
Yeah.
you're talking who I think it is.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're not telling our deceased friends' names out of respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
So But yeah, dude, that hit differently. On the same note, my friend who I've known since my freshman year, he also passed away. Don't know. I get a random message from Poppy Senpai, and he goes, "Dude, did you hear about this?" And I go, "Huh?" And this man, like, till he graduated, we were still friends because I would see him at anime conventions. And, I'd be like, "Oh, dude, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in, like, forever." And like, we'll have a good talk. He'll buy my merch. I'll buy his merch. And, he was a good friend. But he passed away in April, and I found out me and Poppy found out in November. So that hit us. That hit me different. That still hit me deep, just because he was a good man. And see good people pass away is the worst thing to feel. Is just you're losing another good person while this world is a piece of shit with bad people majority. You rarely see wholesome shit, and when you lose a good person, fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah, you just need to withdraw from the world for a few
It-
days.
Yeah.
withdraw, and the world is still a piece of shit.
Mm.
Nothing has changed. This good person left that could have changed something, but he's gone, or she, or they, and it doesn't help, So nothing much happened with me for August, September. October hit when Ryan Haywood and Adam Kovic got reported of sexually talking and sexually active with underage fans hit the internet, and that shit changed everything for Rooster Teeth and Funhouse. Funhouse is still going strong, Rooster Teeth still is too, but the communities, I still think they're still healing. I'm still healing, because I can't watch my favorite stuff that he's in it, because all I see is this bad guy. And I recently tried to watch X-Ray and Fav. Well, one of the villains is Ryan Haywood as the Mad King. And as soon as he talked, I go, I literally can't watch this. Because he's portraying a bad guy, and I know he's a bad guy, and I can't get over this. And it's going to take time to heal about this. Like, I can't even watch compilations that has his voice in it. I've already distinguished between Jack Pattillo and Ryan Haywood, so Jack's voice does not bother me. But now Ryan does, and so does Adam. And it's just a shitty situation.
Speaking of sexual harassment stuff, July with the fighting games community.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! And like this happened right in the same week that Nintendo dropped Min Min or Christmas. One day everyone was hyper Min Min. not even, I don't know if it was within 24, 48 hours, I don't know. Suddenly there were these allegations going left and right about like this person touching that person, underage, blackmailing, all that mess happening. Like I had seen like tweet long after tweet long after this.
Yeah. So just
It's
jumping
totally
off
insane.
like shitty people. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, and that was literally between March and July when the supposed lockdown was happening. Like everyone we knew sucked it up, stayed inside, and respected people. We had to literally. I've probably not seen some of my good friends within almost a year, but some I'm lucky enough to still see. But then you see most of people literally still trying to go out to bars, restaurants, and all that, and then stating that because the people at the top are trying to keep you safe and literally have the proof to back it up, they literally still say that this is slavery. What the fuck, people? Sitting at home is not slavery. Being sitting at home with soldiers outside your door and being chained in your house, and if you leave your house, you get shot, that is slavery. That means it's forceful will. But I just cannot believe how literally this year was just the year of stupidity and ignorance. Like people brought their most like idiotic, selfish assholery to the surface and showed the world who they were. And literally that is literally what America is right now. The most selfish, backwater, third rate country on the planet
Like,
right now.
the veil had been torn down. Like the worst of the people had been.
Guys, we're not even the greatest country.
We never were.
We never were.
We never
Yeah.
were.
But people
We're-
think we are, and we're not. Or,
It's the equivalent of makeup, man. You can
Yeah.
put on as much makeup to look beautiful, but wash it off. Everyone will see who you truly are, and that's
Lipstick on a
called
pig.
facts or diamonds on shit.
all right. So after the worst of 2020, let's talk about the good of 2020. Let's get on a brighter note.
Okay.
And we're gonna start off with Biden winning the election.
Yeah.
Trump is out of office. Yeah, Trump hit us with the most weirdest shit in the goddamn world, and that was to give us $2,000 for the stimulus check. That was the weirdest thing in the world.
Recount the votes.
But out of politics, out of politics. That's about it on politics. I, on the good news, got a new job at my work, so I'm changing my job to a different job. I won't tell you because my own privacy.
Okay, so of course I stated this earlier. I was able to get a new job, and I've worked there for almost 6 months. I thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoy my coworkers, and now I'm looking to be promoted at that job and see more of a full-time, like full-on position, higher, and hopefully get back to my financial stability that I lost from my other job. And of course, the best thing is my good friends and of course my family is safe and healthy. I mean, we had to sacrifice Thanksgiving and Christmas. My sister and her wife actually did not come to either Thanksgiving or Christmas, so it was just me, my stepmother, my biological father, and my biological brother. But I'm just happy that I at least got to spend the holidays with them, and they're all safe, they're all happy, and I still get to see a few good friends on time to time. So it's always good that they're safe and healthy. So that's really the best news of 2020 for me.
The best news for me in 2020 is also the weirdest news.
I wasn't trying to say the best thing that happened to you, but just in general, good things
Good
during
things.
2020.
Well, that's main things for me.
Alright, this is actually during furlough times. In that span of time, my income was larger than it has ever been in my life thus far. Like outside of the studios or whatever, and it's weird. It's a good feeling because for the first time ever, I actually had some sort of a prospect. I have breathing room. I can actually begin to plan shit out. It was a spring for me. So I'm like, oh, what do I do? What can I do?
Yeah.
Though most of the extra funds went to car maintenance and stuff, but it's whatever.
Oh yeah.
Also, I stepped way up on my Linux skills, but that's another story for another time.
I mean, some good things is, I'm adding a little bit of bad, but trying to turn to a brighter side. Um, with, my friend's death and all that, it did bring the friends group together once again during these hard times. And, we went to a bar afterward, after the funeral, and just reminisced and had a good time. And it was good to see people. And, it brought us together and just, joy. Another good thing, my two awesome best friends got engaged. I was part of that engagement part. It was a nice thing right on Halloween. It was pretty beautiful. I loved it. Um, what else? My friends got married too.
And they had the wedding over Facebook, so that was at least nice. We actually got to see there. We weren't physically there, but we at least got to see.
It was nice, and hopefully there will be a reception party after this whole thing ends, whenever that is. Hopefully, at least next year. But how people are depends on that situation. Um, so getting out of 2020, let's just talk some New Year's stuff. What do you guys normally do for New Year's?
So I would say for me, back when I was a kid, I used to be literally go to all those special events on New Year's, not like major New Year's parties, but those special ones. Like I used to go to the Funland all night extravaganza. Then I went to a bowling alley one year for New Year's with unlimited games.
I want to say a quick thing. Another bad thing is my favorite laser tag place closed down, and I had to go and support them for the last final week. And it brought old friends back together, and it brought our laser tag alliance back, and it was good to see them, and it was good to face them one last time. So I just wanted to add to that. Sorry for the interruption, K1.
No problem. So, but I really did not go to full-on New Year's parties until I met you guys. So back,
Just me?
no, like.
Well, I mean, you guys. I assume you're just talking about this room.
Well, I meant the Nova group. Back when it was the Nova group, that's when I started actually going to full-on New Year's parties, because it would be the Skank Engine would literally throw most of the New Year's parties, and I've been to most of them, and they were literally how I spent my New Year's Eve recently. I remember the one year me and my roommate, back when we were living in this area, we threw a New Year's party.
I think that was like one time.
Yeah, one time, because then we went to our favorite Pass Hookah bar to celebrate, but that was after getting sloshed. But overall, like last year, I spent it with my roommates. So it was Barbados Slim,
AKA Rainy.
Yeah, Rainy.
Bucket.
Random voice, and then
Bucket.
Yeah, Bucket. Just that year, they were on PSC. Rainy was watching videos,
if
and
any
I
of
was.
If any of his roommates are listening, you know who you guys are.
Yeah, but that was it. So as long as I'm near good friends, that's really all that matters in my New Year's. So.
Last word.
Sometimes we would go over to a family friend's place from across the county.
Sounds boring.
Yeah. But nah, it's pretty good over there.
What you mean? You just bring your Switch and play?
That was only one time.
You bring your Wii U and play.
Those were a thing.
You had a Wii U.
Yeah. Don't deny it, man.
That's fake news.
I've been over to your mom's place. I see the Wii U.
Come on, play with the joke. Come on, the Wii U never happened. But yeah, it was just I guess like just after a few shots and then just watch like whatever show that we find interesting on that leading to the countdown to New Year's. Nothing overly special, but nothing overly mundane either. There's that.
So all I do is party for New Year's. I will go to this Kink Engine's place, set up my hookah, and chill in the basement smoking hookah, having conversations, watching whatever I want on Netflix, because I can. I'm a grown-ass adult. Yeah! And, it's always a good time, because I'm always with good people, good company, and, nothing too wild ever happens. We just drink and have fun.
Yeah, like there's really no drama we've ever had on New Year's.
No, and, I really hope whatever 2021 has for us, hope it's good, mostly good, and not the bad. 2020 was supposed to be everyone's year, but you know what? Fuck them.
Yeah. One thing I just hope is, after just a year of loss and delay and all that, 2021, I just hope people look to expand their horizons this year. Like, let's call it, we're all at rock bottom. We've all had some loss. We've all had some slow down. And we've all had time to grow and become better. So I hope people expand their horizons, look into new things, look to meet new people, and look to better themselves, their family, or something for this year. At least make the people are like, oh, maybe 2021 is going to be worse. I don't believe that. I'm not going to try to put that negativity down into the next year. I'm going to look to just have as much fun, as much growth, and as much achievement that I can get.
Yeah, so hopefully, 2020 does not end in a catastrophe, and 2021 is our hope.
Mm-hmm.
It's our, Obi-Wan Kenobi, because, it's our only hope. If not, then we got 2022, and you know what?
Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Probably.
Yeah.
And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am Hollow Otaku. And of course, as always, guys, keep moving forward. We'll see you guys next year.
America is a third world country with a Gucci belt. Remember that.
Happy New Year.
America is a third world country with fourth-rate states.
America is the person at the cookout who says they can cook but boils the great value macaroni and cheese.
Oh my god. And long live Laser Quest.
Yeah.